The Minnesota Vikings dismantled, dismembered, and disregarded the greasy, grimy Green Bay Packers week one. Aaron Rodgers, the octogenarian Bird Bones, dead, ceased to be, all that stuff. And you would think that the Vikings would get a little bit of love from the national media jabroni haircuts, especially the ones that have built up the Packers to be a colossus this offseason, because the whole, you got to pay the cost to be the boss. If you want to be the man, you got to beat the man. Well, the Vikings beat the man, so how come they're not climbing? So as we wait with bated breath for the most accurate power rankings in the known universe dropping on Wednesday morning, the ESPN NFL power rankings came out. Okay, let's explore. So number one, Bills, respect. The Kansas City Chiefs climbed up from 4 to 2. Yes, the Bucks dropped because they had a nail biter against the Cowboys. Chargers are up from 8. Sure, well, I don't know, man. That wasn't necessarily a convincing win over a Raiders team, but whatever. Also, when the Raiders play the Chargers, like, who has home field? I don't know. Anyways, Rams dropped. So, the Rams, they got handled by the Bills. And I understand that you can't have major shifting in your rankings because then it makes your rankings look like FUBAR if like teams vacillate all over the place. But didn't Notre Dame, after 2 losses, drop from 6 out of the rankings? I mean, whatever. But the Rams at 5, sure. Ravens at 6, up from 9. Hey, congratulations on beating the Jets. Yeah, that's going to move you up 3 spots. The Bengals only dropping 2 spots after laying a turd against the Steelers, and Mitch Trubisky ponder is like, hey, Joe Burrow can throw 4 touchdowns, and they're still worshiping. Get out of here. 8. So you got the Packers. Now, I was told that if you scored single-digit points, you only got on the board once, and you just lay an egg week 1, that should significantly impact your power rankings. But also, so on the power rankings, they listed a rookie who stood out, and the rookie who stood out was Christian Watson. Like, yeah, not so much. No one said standing out had to be in a good way. That's fair. That's fair. Then you got the Eagles at number 9. You moved up 6 spots from 15 because you barely outlasted the Lions. Like, the Eagles were in control of that game. And then Jared Goff. Oh, here he comes. Oh, here's Hard Knocks. Okay, sure. Then you got the Vikings at 10. So, yes, the Vikings climbed up 13 spots from 23 in the original preseason rankings. They were too low to begin with. The Vikings should have been middle of the pack, 14, 15, somewhere in there. So then the ascension could have been higher. How does the Vikings not be above the Eagles, who they play on Monday night, not be above the Packers, who they beat their ass on the field? The Bengals look lethargic. The Ravens, again, like we said, beat the Jets, except they started out with a higher ranking as it is. So I don't get this one. I don't understand it. So you got the Vikings at 10. Rookie stood out at Ingram. The right guard was one of the 2 rookies, along with punter Ryan Wright, to play extensively from scrimmage in week 1. Ingram was decent as run blocker, ranking 11 among guards in run blocking win rate, according to ESPN Stats and Information Research. He was the number 2 graded run blocking guard in the National Football League week 1, according to PFF. But he struggled on passing plays, giving up third down sack to Rashawn Gary, third down pressure to Kenny Clark. Overall, Ingram ranked 29 among guards in pass blocking rate. Whatever. Kevin Seifert, who's not Carl Gershman. Then got the Dolphins. Wherever else fall in? Broncos dropping like ass. The Broncos were too high at 12 anyway. The Vikings were where the Broncos should have been, and the Broncos were where the Vikings should have been. That's completely ridiculous, man. Browns dropping. What can Brown do for you? Nothing. Tennessee Titans dropping, obviously. Cost me in the Survivor League. Both ways, by the way, because I was in a traditional Survivor League where you pick winners, and then also a loser Survivor League where you pick the losers. I went heavy on the Giants. Of course, I picked the Titans. Thanks, Tannehill. God, Seahawks. Oh, how did the Seahawks only move up 1 spot? That's egregious, man. Getting it done at home against Russ, even though maybe their win was more about the Broncos fumbling at the goal line twice, as well as Nathaniel Hackett's game management from the Mike Zimmer University School of Clock Management. What in the bloody hell was that? Giants moving on up. The Bears. I love that the Bears just stood pat, because it was like, oh, we beat the Niners at home. No, the monsoon beat Trey Lance and the stupid San Francisco Niners. So that's ridiculous. The Lions dropping one spot. I mean, I get it. You can't really climb when you lose, but I actually do respect the way that they played the Eagles. You got the you got the Panthers, you got the Texans, Jaguars, and Jets. Poor Jets. But like I said, of course, the Vikings started out way too low in their initial rankings, so of course they can't climb too high after one win. But hey, what's it going to be after the Vikings beat the Eagles on Monday Night Football in their building? A big-time statement win in Week 2. Are the Eagles going to climb to 8, and then the Vikings climb to 9? Is that what's going to happen? Or, the Packers playing the Bears on Sunday Night Football. Who the hell scheduled that game, by the way? It's going to be garbage. But say they beat the Bears on a last-second field goal, so they move up to 4. Is that what's going to happen? Just ridiculous, man. But again, what did you expect from the national media jabroni haircuts? I mean, the Vikings could go 17-0, win the Super Bowl, and their postseason power rankings, the Vikings would be at what, 4? Maybe. Anyways, your thoughts are thoughts. ESPN still disrespects the Vikings in the power rankings, still behind the Packers, even after the Vikings about to whip somebody's ass Week 1. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skol, production value.